Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Psychic Tapestry. I'm Ken Kessler, and she's Toni DeMaio. Hi, Toni.
Hi, Ken, and hi, everybody. Happy January. I don't think we were here in January because
I don't think so either.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had a rough start to 2024, but we are here. The show is live. It's Tuesday, January 23rd. Phone lines are open. 347-838-9903 is the number. There are a couple other ways you can connect. If you are listening on your computer, your desktop, you can, on the Blog Talk Radio website, you can scroll down and pop in the chat room and join us there. I just opened that up. You can also connect through social media, facebook.com/Psychic Tapestry or at Psychic Tapestry on Twitter. I guess that's at Psychic Tapestry on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Okay.
The phone is the best because you may have follow-up questions for us and we may have them for you, and the back and forth of that conversation is easier on the phone than it is through social media, through the chat room. But you could be working or you could be doing something that makes it difficult or even impossible to call in, or maybe you just don't want to for your own reasons, whatever the case may be. That's why all those other options are available to you. A couple things that I wanted to talk about before we get to taking calls. First, the next episode of Psychic Tapestry is going to be different because we're going to try and do it over Zoom.
Yay!
So it should be interesting. On the one hand, you'll get to see what like and what Toni looks like. Whether
I'm glad we're not doing it tonight.
Yeah, me too. And if you choose, we'll get to see you, but you don't have to. And we want to see how that works. And so that show will be 2 weeks from tonight at the same time.
Yes.
And we will post in our social media the Zoom link, so you'll be able to join us. And
yes,
and we'll see how that goes. You can join us. You can. We'll work something out so that we know who wants to ask questions and who just wants to listen. What we're going to do with it is we're going to record it, and we're going to post the audio here on Blog Talk Radio and distribute it out to all the other podcasting sites. So if you don't listen live, you'll still be able to listen to this if you don't catch it on Zoom.
Right.
Yeah, you'll still be able to catch it on Blog Talk Radio and on all the other places that have the podcast. If you want to ask a question, you'll need to come to Zoom. And it's very easy to do. There will be a link, and you just click that. That's all there is to it. And that will be posted on our Facebook page and on X, formerly known as Twitter. So both of those places, I'm not requiring that you follow us on either one. Just cruise by. You don't even have to have your own. You don't have to be connected to Facebook or to Twitter. Just for us and find that and click that link. And what will happen is, for those who haven't used Zoom before, you click that link and a little window will pop up, and it may ask you if you want to go to Zoom or something like that, but you just say yes. And it'll put you in what they call the waiting room, which is just like where everybody is right now who's calling in and is on hold.
Yeah.
It'll be the same thing. You'll be able to hear us, and there is a little chat function, so you can ask questions in that. If you don't want to talk to us live, you can also let us know that you do want to talk to us live. And this is an experiment, so depending on how it works, we don't know how many people will actually do this. I imagine it's going to be a slow start, but you guys could prove me wrong, and everybody could show up. We'll get to as many as we can. Unlike Blog Talk Radio, we won't be restricted to exactly 60 minutes. So if we're getting near the 1 hour mark and there's one person left who wanted to ask a question, we can talk to them and go a little bit over the hour. That'll be okay. But
I think it's going to work out.
I think so too. I'm excited about it. I think
we did it during the pandemic. It worked.
Yeah, and I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. So that's that'll be 2 weeks from tonight. But in the days leading up to it, I'll be posting that link on our Facebook and X pages, so you'll be able to find that. I would post it on our website as well, but it changes. It's not the same link all the time, so it will change from show to show. So rather than putting it up and having to take it down and put it up, take it down, put it up, take it down on the website, I'll just put it out through social media.
That sounds good.
And we'll see how it goes. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's
just a crazy idea I had.
Well, we had a lot of people that showed up on Zoom when we used to do those readings during the pandemic. Yeah. If I recall, there were like 20, 30 people more sometimes.
And we'll see what happens. I'm not saying that we're not going to be on Blog Talk Radio. In fact, we'll be on Blog Talk Radio. I'll be posting, we'll be recording the audio from the shows on Zoom, and I'll be posting that here to Blog Talk Radio, and then it'll be on Blog Talk Radio in the regular place where our channel is, so you can click and listen to it there, or it'll be out on all of the streaming sites that carry our podcast. And if you listen to our podcast normally on one of those, nothing really will change for you.
No.
It's only a matter of if you want to ask questions. Really, that's all it comes down to. If you want to ask questions of us, you'll need to come over to Zoom. Or you can always, book private readings. But anyway, we'll see how that works. And maybe we'll go back and forth and do both for a while. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but that's coming up. That's coming up in a couple weeks. So I think I don't want to over-explain it. So I think that's good.
Yeah, I think people will respond. So when we'll have the link, and you'll give it to me, and then we'll start promoting, and you can catch the link for the first show, and there we go.
Right. And the link, the way the link will work is that it will know that it will know. I mean, I will set it up so that it starts at 8. So just 8 Eastern. So you can, if you get in early, that's fine. You can hang out and wait until we're ready to start. If you go in too early and I'm not there yet, I won't have opened the room. So it will just tell you that the host has not started yet. And you'll just have to wait. But usually I'll be there, like 15 minutes or so beforehand to start letting everybody in. So we'll see how it works. Shifting gears, I want to talk about the 1111 songs real quickly. I had a question about them on our Facebook page, and I gave that person an answer, but I always feel like if somebody asks on social media, there are other people who want to ask but didn't. So here's the thing. I post often, not every day, but often, what I call the 1111 songs. 11 songs that I'm guided to share. And there's a page on our website for the 1111 songs, and I also post them on Facebook and on Twitter, and they're posted on social media at 1111 a.m. and p.m. And these are songs that they could be messages for you. They could give you some hope, give you some healing, advice, answers, motivation, inspiration, nostalgia, comfort, a wide variety of things. They could make you think about somebody that maybe you're missing. Or it could just give you validation on something that you've been thinking about. Or it could just be a song that you completely forgot about, but that you really loved. All 11 songs may not necessarily be messages for you. And you're probably not going to know all these songs. And that's okay too. And it may just be that you take a look at them and the titles mean something to you, and that's enough. That's fine too. There are very few rules about this, and really it's what you intuitively get from them. And that's really it. I picked 1111 because they're good angel numbers. I have a page on the website that talks about this. In fact, if you go to the 1111 songs page, you will see a little thing that says for more info on the 1111 songs, click here. And I looked at it for the first time in a while, and I saw, wow, I've been doing this since these 1111 songs since 2015. I didn't realize that.
10 years.
So almost 9 years.
Oh, 9 years. Yeah. Right.
9. I'm sorry. I told you there'd be no math, and here we are. But I have a couple quotes on here that I posted on 2015, in 2015, about 1111. The first one is from Uri Geller, who said about 1111, this can presently be perceived as a crack between two worlds. It is like a bridge which has the inherent potential of linking together two very different spirals of energy. As we unite together as one, bringing together our fragments of the key, we not only create the key, but we make visible the doorway. Thus, the bridge functions as an invisible door or a doorway into the invisible realm. Doreen Virtue, who used to be into all this stuff, said, the most common way that angels communicate with humans is through the universal languages of numbers and music. Angel numbers are a shorthand code between you and your angels. In the case of ones, they represent the post of an energy gateway. The more ones you see, the stronger the path is. And when I had seen that quote, I just thought, well, the more ones you see, the better it is. You can't see more than 1111. So
I love it.
that's why I picked it, and that's why I do that. And I'm not trying to sell any songs. I don't make any money from this. I try to use the official, I have the videos posted on the website for each of these songs, and I try to use the official one, not a bootleg one or not one that somebody else is going to. So it's just really about the music, and that was the easiest way that I could be able to post the songs without having to make you be a subscriber of Spotify or Apple Music or, anything else. Nothing wrong with those services. I'm just saying that I want it to be free and easy to access. So there's 11 songs, and maybe you know them, maybe you don't. The latest 1111 songs starts with a song by Styx called Winner Takes All. And this was a song from one of their first albums in 1973, I think, when hardly anybody knew who they were. And I'm laughing because they were big in the 70s and 80s, and there's a chance that people listening right now don't know who they are. But Winner Takes All, exactly what it sounds like. And to be able to win and to be able to take it all, you have to keep trying. Throw in the towel. You gotta keep going. And that's really what this is about. That's my interpretation of it. That's the other thing I wanted to say, that your interpretation of whatever these songs might mean is valid. That's what it means for you. There are songs that could mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Like the Styx song I just mentioned, maybe you had a friend who you've lost touch with who was a big fan of Styx. It's just like a little wink from the universe to let you know they're thinking about you. It could mean that. It could mean something completely different that I haven't even thought about, but it just immediately hits you. Oh, that makes me think of that time we went to that place and blah, blah, blah. All of that is valid. That's one of the things I love about music, is that it can be so personal. So that's what the 1111 songs are. It's just something that I find comfort in. Each time I put a new collection of 11 songs, it's like a little playlist of messages and hope and healing. And my goal in all of it is that maybe you get some of that too. So that's what the 1111 songs are and why they are. And I hope all of that makes sense. If you are calling tonight and you have a question about them, I'll be glad to talk to you about it when you call in. That makes sense, Toni, all of that?
Oh, I loved it. It was really entertaining. I loved the quotes in the beginning. It was mesmerizing. I loved it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a very cool thing. They're wonderful songs, too. Inspirational.
It's sometimes very close to me and has been for a while. And when I talk about, a lot of times when I talk about music, I get so wrapped up in it, and some of it's so obvious to me that I sometimes I skip over things. And even if music is important to you, leaving out some details when I'm talking about it might mean that it doesn't make sense. So I just want to make sure.
It's perfect.
So you have an idea of why 11 and why 1111 and what it's all about. And I hope that helps. And for anybody who wasn't interested in that at all, thanks for hanging in there while I talk too much. I appreciate that too.
I think it was good.
Okay. All right. Well, before we get to the calls, we should introduce and explain ourselves. So, Toni, if you wouldn't mind, tell everybody who you are and why you're here and what you're going to do.
Of course. I'm Toni DeMaio. I am a psychic, a lifelong born psychic and author of metaphysical fiction, a Reiki master, and facilitator of the Unity of Houston Reiki Circle, which meets on the second Sunday of every month. We meet in person at Unity at Houston, 2929 Unity Drive. And then we have a fourth meeting of the month, which is coming up this coming Saturday. And that goes out on Zoom to the world, and anybody can join. So I think Ken has put up links on the website about it, or you can contact me, and I can give you the link to join us. And we have Reiki for an hour. It's 11 a.m. Now, what else am I doing? Okay, of course I give readings because, as I said, I've been a psychic my whole life. And for our purposes, tonight I'll be doing the Angel Spirit Guide Connection reading. I read through my guides. Almost everybody does, really, but it just makes it easier to have somebody that you trust who can Zoom all over the world and gather the information needed. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm happy to do it, and it's lovely to be back, and I've missed everybody. And now it's Ken's turn.
Did you say that the Reiki Circle is coming up this weekend?
Yep.
Okay, make sure you send me a link, and I will post that for anybody who's interested.
I don't even deal in links. I know I'm an old lady. I deal in meeting IDs because for some reason, I think when Zoom first started, so many of the links were not working. I think they're better now, but anyway, I just deal in the meeting ID. But my co-facilitator puts up a link. She's, good at that. You can get it from her. That's why we have her. She's wonderful. But I will send you your meeting ID anyway.
Okay.
Well, it'll be around pretty soon because it'll be Saturday. So I'll do what I can to get it to you.
If you don't know, when you go to Zoom, and if you have a meeting ID number, you go to Zoom and then you click join a meeting, and it'll ask you for the number, and you put that number in there, and then it will tell you, okay, hang on, we'll get you in a minute, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So it's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ken Kessler, and I push the buttons and fly the plane here. I'm a psychic medium and music intuitive. I get, as you probably have surmised by this point, I get a lot of my info and messages through music or through angels and spirit connected to music, which is kind of silly because most angels just love music. So, but anyway,
they do.
For tonight, I have a playlist. Oh, how many songs are on this playlist tonight? 5,933. And I started it randomly shuffling before we started tonight, and I invite my guides and angels and your guides and angels to give me the song that is the message for you. And when we take your call, I'll let you know what's playing. And like I was talking about with the 1111 songs, there's lots of different things it could mean for you. I will use my intuition to tell you what the feeling that I get, but you might get an immediate reaction to the song, and that's okay. That's valid. Sometimes that's just how it works. Spirit and angel like to use what's in our heads as the readers to trigger in you what you need to know. And sometimes it could be just as simple as me saying the title and artist. Like right now, the song that's playing is Bad Day by Daniel Powder. And this was a giant hit about 15 years ago. I'm not going to sing it for you, but you probably know it. It was hard to escape. But it's just about that everybody has bad days. And you could go through a whole litany of things that went wrong if you want to focus on that. Or you could just remember that everybody has bad days, and it doesn't mean anything more than that. And don't let it get you down. It's a happy song about having a bad day. And we all have those days when everything goes wrong. But if you can figure out a way to let it sort of roll off your back, everything's going to be fine. So that's what I get from that. It would be more tailored to you if I was getting your energy for that song. And I hope that makes sense.
It does.
And now that I have talked so very much, let's start taking some phone calls. 347-838-9903. Oh, when we do this on Zoom, I won't have to keep reading the phone number out. So
that's true.
Except I've done it for so many years that I probably will start to anyway.
Yes.
That's okay. 347-838-9903 is our number, and there are a bunch of people hanging on, so if you wanted to call us sooner, better than later is the way to go. But here we go. Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe. Where are you calling from? How can we help you tonight, Joe?
Oh, I just want to hear what song was playing.
He's so excited about that. You're gonna diss me completely tonight, Mr. Joe.
The song that's playing is "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head." This particular version by Dionne Warwick. I beg your pardon?
They sure did this morning.
We've been under a deluge everywhere.
Danger is driving in that stuff this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so funny that you said that, because so often I will mention a song to somebody and they're treating it like the Da Vinci Code, trying to figure out what different shades of meaning and when was it recorded and what were the, and all this other stuff. And really, it could just be about the weather. It could be that simple. And that's the first thing that you thought of. That's what your intuitive hit was.
Unless you have a song about hydroplaning.
I don't know of one off the top of my head. If I think of one, I will post it, but I don't know of a hydroplaning song.
My God.
We'll have to make
Be careful. Be careful.
Did you have a question for Toni, or was that all you wanted?
Well, I think she saw my latest sculpture, so give me a reading.
Did. Oh, amazing. I mean, you're bouncing always forward and ahead and topping yourself. It's unbelievable. His work is amazing. Anyway,
well, I did
seeing
see
clearly. Go ahead.
I don't know if I showed you, but I've got a video of me right when I finished making it, and there was a beautiful orb in that video.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if it's my mom or if it's my buddy Mike that made me love making art metal out of metal.
I think it's your mom, because I think that's the first person that I thought it was when I saw it.
That's who I think it is. It's a beautiful video.
It is.
You can't really see the art, but then you see that beautiful green. Oh, it's wonderful.
Joe, do you have a website for your art? Or
No,
just
Instagram.
On Instagram and Facebook also.
Hayden51.
What is it? Tell us.
Hayden51, Haden 51, or Hayden Studios.
Okay, there you go. Go look at this stuff. You won't even believe it. It's metal sculptures, and he does sculptures out of anything. I mean, and also art cars, amazing things. Now, the card that I have for you is a great card for an artist. I have seeing things clearly. And this is all about looking at things from a different perspective. And the angels are telling you that you have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision all the amazing possibilities that could happen, could occur. Angels are saying, do not worry. The pause in momentum while you rethink your plans won't last. Embrace your own uniqueness and allow it to serve you. And that's pretty much the definition of your life, right? You've always embraced your uniqueness and allowed it to serve you because you're such a unique person. I agree. Now we have the Three of Abundance, and it says your passions will lead to your divine life purpose, which is what has happened also. Do what you love always and have confidence in your enormous talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, teaming up with like-minded people, and allow your creativity to soar to new heights. Wow. Angels are loving you. This is going to be a really good year for you, Joe.
I think so.
Oh, yes. I feel like big things coming, even more big things. You've been consistently on the rise, rising star. So thank you for calling, by the way. It's always good to talk to you. Are you going to come on Zoom with us?
Yes, I can't wait.
Good. All right. And I
Cool.
will put clothes on for the occasion.
All right.
And makeup. I won't be sitting around in my nightgown.
Well, please put me on hold so I can listen to the rest of the show.
Okay, you got it. Thank you for calling, Joe.
All right, thank
Yes.
you.
347-838-9903 is our number, and we head back to the phone. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
It's Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Where are you calling from?
Northern California.
Okay.
Outside of Sacramento.
How can we help you tonight?
So I actually have quite a few questions, but I thought maybe this might be better to kind of open it up, and I'm open to receiving whatever messages or what I might need to hear from you guys.
Okay. Let me look here. All right. Oh, wow. This is an unusual card. I don't get it very much. It's called the Guardian of Emotion. It says this situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You are surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions for you, so you can rely on the advice that you've been given. Challenges will all be resolved in your favor. And this card indicates that you are generous, you are a refined person whom others can completely depend upon. And I have another card for you also. Okay, you are being congratulated for your brilliant new ideas, which are truly inspired. So the angels are saying it's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your ideas. Don't be dissuaded by any little challenges that pop up along the way. These are merely course corrections to your perfect plan. So what I get from that is you are on the right track. You really are.
I hope so. I really, really want to create my own business this year. To kind of get out of the corporate world.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
so you are on the right path, and you will do just fine, and you have all the maturity, the emotional maturity, and you are just set to go. It's your time.
Oh,
Good
great.
things ahead. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, Christina, and I'm going to give you to Ken now. And thank you so much for calling, honey.
Oh, thank you, Toni.
You're welcome.
Hi, Christina. The song that was playing when we took your call was A Matter of Trust by Billy Joel. Do you know that song?
I don't.
That's okay. The part that leaped out to me first was, now I know you're an emotional girl. It took a lot for you to not lose your faith in this world. I can't offer you proof, but you're going to face a moment of truth.
Oh.
And the whole song is about a matter of trust, that you have to trust. You have to trust yourself and believe that you're good enough and smart enough, and what you want to do may not be easy, but don't let the doubt win. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could take that as maybe applicable to love as well.
I'm sorry, you broke up there too.
I think it's a positive.
Oh,
it's a positive.
I said, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty positive and optimistic. I'm just starting to doubt myself a little on the love and just the perspective, but I need to turn that around.
You'll be fine, honey. You can do it.
Yeah.
You
and
can do anything.
this time you've got nothing to lose. You can take it, you can leave it, whatever you choose. And I think that's another line from it. That wasn't just me talking. But one of the things that a lot of people, when they call in here and they're asking about love, love can be complicated, but we can make it so much more complicated. We're afraid of what the other person is thinking or feeling, or we don't want to say the wrong thing, and you really have to screw up your courage and and let your heart say what it needs to say, and it may not be what the other person wants to hear, and you might be afraid of that, but then you'll know.
Yeah.
And it's not always fun to know that, but then you'll know, and you won't be wasting your time.
Yep.
Because you matter. You're important, and you deserve all of the things you want.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that.
Keep telling yourself that until you really believe it and feel it and know it.
Yeah. All right.
Or call back here, or join us on Zoom next time, and I'll tell you again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that.
Thank you for calling
sweetie.
us.
Okay.
You have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
347-838-9903 is the number. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, my name is Lisa from Connecticut. Thank you so much.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for calling. How can we help you tonight?
I have a big birthday this week, and I was wondering what the universe has in store for me.
Okay. Let's see here. I am shuffling. I want to get a good one for your birthday.
Thank you, Toni. Thank you.
Yes. Here we go. Be open to your own success. So the angels are saying that you should look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You have balanced many different priorities, and you always come out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, and don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude that you deserve. Do you have your own business?
No.
In spiritual work at all? Do you do spiritual work?
No. I thought about it.
You thought about it?
I was connecting with everything, and I had a whole lot of surgeries, and my dog passed after 16 months on hospice, and I just seem to have lost everything.
I am so sorry, but things will come back. And I feel like there is a future for you with some sort of spiritual practice, maybe one of the healing modalities. And also the second card is talking about more love coming into your life. And they want you to realize that love in all its forms, is around us everywhere. And they say this is about to be a very magical time in your life when your wishes are granted and your dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you around, but actually the better times that are coming, the happier times, are your just reward for being such a loving and wonderful person. And your angels are asking you to enjoy life and have more fun, and this will help you to attract new people into your life and new experiences. But I believe the year ahead is going to be a time of great success for you, where things are going to fall into place, and you're going to look back on it with, just saying, wow, that was my year. And I think it will carry over. Also,
can I ask all sounds so wonderful. Can I ask one quick, tiny sidebar, big question?
Go ahead.
Am I going to need more surgery this year? Something might be wrong.
It doesn't feel like it. No, it doesn't feel like it.
Good. Oh, that would be so good. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to need any more surgery.
Wonderful.
No.
I think over 30 at 65 is enough surgeries for one person for one lifetime.
Yes, it is, honey. And this next card, I want to give it to you because I think it kind of sums up. It says, out with the old and in with the new in this new year, because heaven is showing you a sign it's time to move in a new direction. This is because you haven't been very happy with the way things have been going, and obviously not, and you feel a lack of purpose. But this is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and spiritual truths, and I believe that will be possible moving forward this year, and that you will be getting stronger and stronger. Okay, sweetie?
Oh, good. Thank you. What a great birthday gift. Thank you, Toni.
Yes, happy birthday, honey. And I'm going to give you to Ken for your musical messages. Thank you for calling, sweetie.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Hi, Lisa, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
The song that was playing when we picked up your call was Imagine, the John Lennon song. This particular version was part of a thing called the Imagine Project that Herbie Hancock did 12, 13 years ago. This is performed by Pink and Seal and India Arie and Jeff Beck, and it's really something. It's also almost 7.5 minutes long, but
wow.
Yeah. You know the song Imagine, right?
I do. I've never heard this version, and I absolutely adore Pink. I love who she is as a human.
Okay. Well, it's streaming. It's streaming everywhere, so you should be able to find it, even for free on YouTube. You had questions about the year ahead, and I feel like this song is telling you to imagine what you want for the year ahead, instead of what's going to happen to me. What am I going to do this year? What are the things I want to achieve? And it doesn't have to be a giant thing that you want to build a version of the Taj Mahal in your backyard. It can be, I want to read a book a week. I want to try something new to eat every Thursday. I want to, whatever. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to lay out everything for the whole year, and everything doesn't have to be some giant self-improvement thing or a huge task. You don't need to learn 7 new languages. It's just, what is it that would make you happy? That's what I think this is asking you to think about. And I'm a Virgo, and I'm all about lists. So I would say when you're feeling pretty good about life, the universe, and everything, or as good as you can feel about it, make a list. Make a list of the things in this year that would make you happy, that you would like to do or experience or be or have. And once you have a list like that, and put everything on it, from building the Taj Mahal in your backyard to going to that place that makes the really good hot dogs, whatever it is that you want, put everything on there. And once you have it in writing, you can sort of make a plan to do some of those things and keep that list around, and you can cross things off as you get to them. But don't make it your job, because you get halfway through the year and you've only crossed off 2 things, and then you start to feel bad about yourself, and you don't want to do that. So this should be a fun list of things that you want to have or do or experience this year, and see what you can do with it, and make a plan to make some of them happen. And there's no time limit on it, so if you don't get them done this year, they can go on next year's list or the year after. But it should be about making you happy.
Wonderful. That sounds perfect.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this is your best year yet.
Yes,
and
for me too. Happiest birthday,
thank you,
sweetie.
Yeah, happy birthday, and thank you for calling us tonight.
Oh, thank you guys for being there. Thank you so much. You just lightened my soul. Thank you. God bless you both.
God bless you.
Thank
honey.
you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
347-838-9903 is our number. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, it's Rosemaria.
Hi, Rosemaria. How are you?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Good.
We're good. We're hanging in
How
there.
can we help you tonight?
Whatever you can get, because I did a lot of manifesting, healing, all that stuff, and a lot of chaos still, but a lot on my plate. So whatever you guys pick up for relationship, new job, finances, or moving, whatever you guys can get that's coming in, I can be happy for this year.
All right. Well, the first card that I have for you is the 5 of Emotion. It says forgiveness is an important part of healing, and you mentioned that you've been working on healing. So forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes that you think you may have made in the past, or so that everyone can move forward. And grieving is a normal part of life, and ask your angels or those you love to help you move through this process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. And I do feel like you're making inroads with your healing. Are you doing energy healing as well as just regular healing, honey?
It means like clearing up energy.
Good.
I work for auras, you mean?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
honey. All right. Well, we're going to pray for you and give you some extra help and support with your healing for sure. I'll put you on my list, honey.
Thank you.
I'm a Reiki master. I will send you healing. And then I have another card for you saying that this year you're going to have an opportunity to step up and be a leader in your own life. Your natural leadership skills will be called into action. This is your moment in the sun, so move into the light and shine for all to see. You are very charismatic, you're inspiring, you enjoy a challenge, and you can handle being in the spotlight. And I feel that this is pertaining to work. I feel like you'll either get a new job or a promotion, something where you're definitely the leader, what it feels like is happening for you this year. Okay, Rosemary, and I'm going to give you to Ken now for your musical messages. Thank you for calling, honey.
Hi, Rosemary. Where are you calling from? I forgot to ask that.
Jersey, New York. Is it?
Are you still there?
New Jersey. Yeah, I'm still there.
New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
The song that came up when we picked up your call was "Light My Fire" by The Doors. Pretty sure you know that one, right?
I think so.
Yeah. This is about doing something that you love, that you're passionate about. And, like I was saying to the last caller, this doesn't need to be some huge epic project. This is just remembering that you matter, and you need to treat yourself like you matter. And you need to do some things that are for you, that make you happy, that really make you feel good, that, you get to the end of the day and you're just smiling because, you know what, I did. Everything may not have gone right, but I went to the shore. I went to the park. I went to a museum. I went to a picnic. I drove through and got a chocolate milkshake, whatever it is. Something that really lights you up. And if you don't know what that is, like I was telling the last caller, make a list. Make a list of things that you love to do. Maybe things that you haven't done in a while that you used to love to do. And revisit that. And I'm not trying to give you homework or make this something that you need to check off every couple of days, this thing and that thing and those things. just so that you have a frame of reference, so that and even if you don't get to do them, thinking about them brings back that memory of that, and you get that good feeling of when you did go to the shore or go to wherever or do whatever. And then you can figure out if you still want to do that, or if there's something else like it that you want to do, or something else you want to, I don't want to say get or have, but sort of that, but I don't want it to be about, that you have to spend money to be happy. Because there's lots of things you can do that don't cost any money. But and it doesn't have to become your whole life, but your life should include that kind of stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not unusual for us to forget to take care of ourselves or do things that make us happy. So this is your reminder that you need to step up and remember that you matter, and you need to enjoy your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for calling. It was good to hear from you.
Same here. Thanks for taking my call.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a
good
good
night.
year, Rosemary. Have a great year.
347-838-9903 is our number. I think we can squeeze at least one more in.
Okay.
Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hello?
Hi, what's your first name?
Hi. My first name is Esther.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Esther.
Oh,
okay.
Esther.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York in the Bronx.
How can we help you tonight?
Well, I'm in a little situation, but I'm trying to find out if my ex is good for me or I need to have someone else.
Okay. I am on it. What is your birthday, first of all, Esther? Just the month and the day.
April 21.
I like that. And then the ex, first name only or initial?
Mark.
Initial? Mark. Okay. And
his birthday. Wait a minute. His birthday is my birthday is close.
What is it?
He's the 24th of April.
Okay, but he's a Taurus and you're an Aries, right?
I'm on the cusp of Aries Taurus. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have both. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. That might be very fiery, but I think you guys are both ride or die. I'm surprised you're not still together. Well, the angels are showing me there were some trust issues, I think. Yeah. But he still finds you extremely attractive. And, yep. Yeah, it says to stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you exactly what you want. Okay. So I wouldn't say this is completely over. You have some very positive cards. I did them really quickly for the sake of the show, but yeah, it says here that your feelings are real and worth exploring, and he does still share feelings for you. So you might want to check on him, see how he's doing, see if he'll, engage. And the angels are saying, keep it playful. I think the two of you have a very strong connection.
Okay.
That's what I think, and I don't think it's over. Now I'm going to give you to Ken. Okay, and thank you for calling.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Esther. The song that was playing when we took your call was an old James Taylor song called Sunny Skies. And I'm not even going to ask if you know that because you would really need to be a big fan to know this song.
But who knows? Maybe if you hum a few bars, I probably would know it.
No, if I hummed a few bars or tried to sing it, you'd hang up.
No, I won't. Trust me.
First, I feel like you already know the answer to the question that you asked, whether whether your ex was still good for you. The song Sunny Skies, the line that jumps out at me is, looking at the things that pass me by, wondering if where I've been is worth the things I've been through. And I know from so many who have called over the years about love and about exes, I always want I want you to just think about what it was that made you guys exes, and if anything has changed. And I don't. How long has it been since you guys were together?
It's going on 2 years, but
okay.
I noticed that he's been hanging around since my mother passed.
Okay. It's just, you just need to think about why it is that you guys aren't together anymore, and if anything has changed. And if nothing has changed, that's sort of your answer, because then nothing has been fixed. And and how are you going to, I'm not trying to.
No, I want the truth. Tell me now.
Well, I just think that a lot of times when we're on our own, there's something that's very appealing about a previous relationship, and it's very easy to see the sunny skies. It's very easy to see all of the things that were good. There's part of you that still cares about this guy and that you miss him. But I feel like what drove you guys apart hasn't really been addressed or fixed. And if that's the case, getting back together is not going to be, it's going to be hard to make that work. Not impossible, but it's going to be hard, because after a little while of the happiness of being back together, the old habits are going to come back, and you're going to be thinking about those things that drove you guys apart, and it's going to be hard to get past that.
Right.
So it's just, and nobody else can tell you any of that stuff. That's what, you have to figure it out, and you have to decide if it's worth it.
Right.
I mean, there's nobody that says that you guys have to get back together and stay together forever. If you're looking for, I don't want this to sound low-related. If you're looking, if you're looking to have a good time, if you're looking to have some fun, and this is somebody you can have some fun with, there is nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for something longer term, I think there's some things you need to think about first. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
I would keep going, but Blog Talk Radio is getting ready to cut us off, whether we're ready or not.
Now, like you said, the Aries in me, that's the fire, is telling me, like you said, it keeps telling me to sit down with this guy and be very blunt with it. So I'm
definitely be honest. Be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Last thing I'll leave you with real quick is to trust you. Trust you.
I like that.
You're going to have a feeling. You're going to know, and trust yourself. Okay.
Thank you, Ken. You are a sweetheart, both of y'all, and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. You do the same.
Take care.
I was getting ready to read the phone number out again, and Blog Radio is going to cut us off here in a second. Toni, thank you for giving up part of your Tuesday for us again. Thanks to everybody who called. Apologies to a couple of people who are on the line that we couldn't get to, but we'll try. Take care of yourselves and tell people that are close to you that you love them, and we will catch you on Zoom in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.